What's going on, guys? It's your boy, the Boxing Lowdown, and I'm back here with another video. Now, as always, people, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Feel free to drop a comment if you like, and I'll happily get back to you now. Let's talk about Deontay, the Bronze Bomber Wilder, man, who it appears is not done with boxing yet. Deontay Wilder has confirmed that he'll be returning to boxing. This was confirmed at the unveiling of his statue. He got a statue of himself in his hometown, and he was there taking a few pictures. And he basically said, yeah, that he's not finished with boxing yet. There was a lot of doubt as to whether he would return to the ring after that third fight with Tyson Fury back in, what was it, October, November? Yeah, he put up a great effort, fell short. But, a lot of people lauded him after that performance, man, because, he really gave it his all, left it all in the ring. And at 30, was he 33, 34 years old? No, he's a bit older than that, actually. He might be 35, 36, Deontay Wilder. Yeah, following that, people thought maybe that might be the last stand. Maybe, he's become world champion. He's defended this belt multiple times. What more could he really do at this stage of his career in the heavyweight division? Well, there are still fights out there to be made for him. There's still a lot of money that he could make. But and it appears that Deontay Wilder is looking to give it another go. At the unveiling of his statue, he literally said, I can't stop here. I must continue my journey. I have to. So he's obviously had deep thought about it. There were talks about him going on some sort of spiritual journey, to see whether he wanted to continue in boxing or not. And it appears that he's going to continue. So listen, I welcome this news. I think that Deontay Wilder is a very entertaining fighter, man. He's a character. And I've always been on the edge of my seat watching this guy, man. Always been on the edge of my seat watching him because, what he can do in the ring, the fact that you could be ahead in the fight. You could be winning 11 rounds. You could be in the 12th round. You could be cruising your way to a victory against Deontay Wilder, and literally one right hand will just take you out and end the fight. Like, he had you that on edge. And I remember a quote that he said about that. He said, I only have to be perfect for a couple of seconds. You have to be perfect for however many minutes. So yeah, that's true for me in terms of, because from what I've seen in Wilder previously, even against Fury, man. Fury went on to win that the third fight, and he won it, in pretty spectacular fashion in the end. But he was put down, he was in trouble, and there were times during that fight where even when it looked like Deontay Wilder was out of it, he was still able to give himself a puncher's chance. And you put him in there with any of the heavyweights, man. A heavyweight that can punch, that has charisma, they're always going to be, a popular fighter. And I've seen people on Twitter welcome the news as well, that Deontay Wilder is coming back, man. So the question is who are you going to put him in there with? Who would you want to see Deontay Wilder fight? Now, he's in a really good position with the WBC. I think he might be right up there in terms of like being number one or number two in their rankings. So if Fury was to retire, then Deontay Wilder is in line, I believe, for an elimination bout for a title shot for sure. He is really right up there. So I can't remember the rankings as to who else is there, but let's pull them up actually while I'm here. We're just going to do it on the fly and see like where Deontay Wilder is in these WBC rankings, because I'm not sure whether he would jump straight into like a title fight or an elimination fight should Fury was to retire. But I mean, most of us believe that Fury ain't going to retire anyway. But let me try and find these rankings here and share it on my screen so you guys can see where Deontay Wilder sits in the rankings at heavyweight for the WBC. So let's just have a look here. Pull this up. Doing this on the fly, people. Right, so we've got the heavyweight division right here. You've got Tyson Fury as the champ. Dylan White, well, he's interim. Is he still the interim champ? I don't know. But he's up there. Yeah, Wilder's right up there, man. I don't think Dylan White, obviously, he's had his shot, so he's not going to be there anymore. You've got Wilder right there as number one, as you guys can see. You've got Joyce at number two, Parker at number three. So imagine Deontay Wilder and Joe Joyce. Imagine that. I don't believe Joe Joyce is going to be fighting Joseph Parker now. He's looking like he could be taking the interim fight. I'm really not sure what happened there. I'm really not sure what happened there. What was it, Andy Lee or someone like literally that his missus is going to have a baby, so Joseph Parker was not able to fight during that time. But it was weird because that fight was announced literally live at Fury and White. They literally announced that, saying it was going to happen. Did they not know that Andy Lee's missus was pregnant then? I don't understand it, man. It's very weird from Queensberry. But either way, Joyce is looking like he's going to take an interim fight now. You know, I'm not sure who that's going to be against. I don't think it's going to be against anyone particularly threatening. Parker has welcomed the fight against Dillian White. So Wilder could possibly wait for someone like Joe Joyce if he wants to jump straight back into the fire. There are other fights out there, of course, to be made. Frank Sanchez is actually quite high up in the rankings now. Andy Ruiz is there. You know, that's a fight that people have spoken about for quite a while. Dillian White has dropped to number 7. Luis Ortiz at number 8. Wilder and Dillian White. That was the fight that Laurie said he would love to see. Wilder and Dillian White, man. And listen, that would be, I would welcome that for sure. I would welcome that. A lot of people on the podcast on Thursday were saying that they believe White has no chance in that. They think he'll get flattened. I just want to see the build-up. The build-up will be entertaining. I think we'd be on edge in that fight as well because, you know, Wilder could very well decapitate Dillian White for sure. But we've seen after the first couple of rounds, man, if Wilder hasn't got you out of there, he could particularly gas. And if Dillian White is able to hold it and, you know, stay in there for like 3-4 rounds and land a shot of his own, you know, he's still got power in those hands. Do you know what I mean? He's still very heavy-handed, Dillian White. That would be a very interesting fight. And I know a lot of people would tune into that for sure. Even if they thought White would get decapitated by Deontay Wilder, that is a fight that people would still, you know, be very invested in. So Wilder definitely has options, man. And I think that with him returning to the ring, I think it's good for boxing. I'm not going to lie. I actually think that it is good to have Deontay Wilder back, man. I enjoy watching him fight. And judging from the reaction that I've seen from people online and on Twitter and everywhere else, it appears that his news has been welcomed, that he'll be coming back into the ring. So let's see what happens, man. No official announcement yet. He's just literally said that at the unveiling of his statue as to like him being back in the ring. So there's no time frame as to when he's going to be back, but keep you stay tuned, I suppose, because yeah, when he does come back, I think that it will cause a ripple effect through the heavyweight division. People will be tuned in to see him fight again, and I certainly will be as well. Let me know your thoughts about this in the comment section below, guys. Who would you like to see Deontay Wilder fight? And, you know, what would you like? What can he really achieve at his stage of his career now? Can he get to another world title? Will he be able to get there? Because obviously we know that Usyk and Anthony Joshua are looking to fight each other again. They're going to unify the belts again. Tyson Fury, it appears, is going to be waiting for the winner of that fight. So in the meantime, Deontay Wilder can certainly make some big fights and, you know, earn even more money. But can he actually get back to a world title? Let me know your thoughts about it in the comment section below, guys, and I'll catch you on the next video.